My first year as a robotics engineer, I also learned a lot more about the world than I expected. One of the best lessons, guys know where to get good food. Usually, these are international holes in the wall. As someone whose favorite restaurant was originally Taco Bell, my mouth was open and watering to a host of new tastes. My coworkers introduced me to international cuisine, often in the form of buffets. Now I am amazed that America is a country with the obesity problem when it's the foreigners who know how to cook. Second excellent lesson, driving stick is real driving. Most of my coworkers own manual transmission cars, and that's where I learned to drive stick, on a Subaru WRX. I was hooked on the feeling of being one with the car, deeply in touch with what it was doing at each shift in gears. Sometimes the feeling of the clutch was so real I could smell it. Now my current vehicle is a manual, and it's one of the best decisions I made. I love feeling every move that the car does, coasting in neutral and getting 30 plus miles per gallon around the city. Third lesson, this is a sad one. Out of sight, out of mind. Working almost all day, every day, sometimes late into the night with my coworkers, I formed bonds I thought would never be broken. Unfortunately, that wasn't always the case. When someone left the company and I was no longer an essential in their life, contact disintegrated. At first, I did not understand why they wouldn't answer my attempts to connect. I wondered if they were dead or if I had somehow offended them. Eventually, I learned that no, they either entered a relationship or were still overworked. So tips for all of y'all who want to keep friends. If you start a relationship and need to focus on that, tell people. Don't let them think you died. I want to be friends all the time, not just when you're lonely. Finally, online dating usually fails. That's the other thing I learned from my coworkers, and at least on that one, I could learn from their mistakes. There are plenty of intriguing stories that came from those endeavors, but rarely did they have happy endings. So in summary, those are the life lessons and industrial lessons in the previous video that I learned my first year as a design engineer at an industrial robotics startup.